Okay, welcome to episode 2 of the a little bit more than 1 minute podcast. I just almost messed up the name for the second time in a row because me and Chris, Baca, had a little trouble getting this first one started. So, whatever. We're having fun now. Odawg, Baca, haven't done a podcast in forever. How you feeling, Chris?
It's good to be Bo. It's the original crew here. It's the captain and his first mate. So I think that's some of our best work, and I'm excited for today's show. And we're here for the Minute Men and the Minute Woman. We got up off the couch metaphorically because you're still on a couch, but we're here, and we're here for all of you, all six of you.
There we go.
So let's have a great show.
All right, let's have a great show. We're just gonna hop right into it. We talked about having fun with it. Let's just go. Let's just roll with it. First subject. Justice was served yesterday. Mike Piazza was inducted into the Hall of Fame. So was Ken Griffey Jr. But Mike Piazza was inducted into the Hall of Fame. The greatest day in the history of mankind. I mean, what was the first thing you thought when you heard whoever that guy was just start describing Mike Piazza?
It was beautiful. I immediately took out my phone and started Snapchatting it because I'm a slave of the millennial generation. But I ended up messing up the Snapchat, so I didn't send it. But I just, there was a feeling of pride almost in the fact that, like, here is my first childhood hero, like, gaining the ultimate recognition for being the best at what he did.
Mm-hmm.
And it was super special because of that.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like so overcome with joy. Like, you texted me, a couple of people texted me, but I just I couldn't even move. I was just like, I still just thinking about it. I think you got it right. It was like he was our first childhood hero and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. It just felt like Mike Piazza getting into the Hall of Fame meant more to Mets fans than other teams with their players. It was weird. Like, every year it seemed like we took it personally that Mike Piazza didn't get into the Hall of Fame. Like, it was a shot at all of us. And now he finally got in. It's like we kind of feel like, yeah, we earned this, He's our guy. And that's why he wants to go in as a Met and why he should go in as a Met.
Yeah, he just announced that he is going in. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's official. That was during the press conference. But I guess, like, why we took it so personally is that, like, he's the only suitable candidate that, like, could have possibly gone in like, the last 20 years. Because I don't think Gary Carter went in as an Expo, right?
He went in as an Expo, yeah.
So, like, what? Was Seaver the last Met to go in?
Yeah, only Met to go in.
So that's what I mean. That's why you take it personally, because you have this franchise that's been around for 50-something years, and you have two players that have made it, and that's not very good. So when you have somebody that is worthy of it, like Piazza was, even the first time he came around on the ballot, and he should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer for being one of the best catchers of all time.
The best catcher of all time.
All right, in my heart, yes, but not for the baseball writers of America.
I mean, I just think it sucks that his name always got brought up in. Now, I'm not being naive. There is a chance that Mike Piazza did steroids. He was a 62nd round pick who became the greatest hitting catcher of all time.
Oh, he did something.
Oh, he might have done greens or whatever.
Everybody did something.
But they were legal. What he did was legal at the time. And
maybe.
Well, maybe, but what I like to believe was what he did was legal at the time. And I don't know, I just hate the fact that, and it's why I would vote for Bonds, it's why I would vote for Clemens, it's why I would vote for all those guys. It's why I wouldn't vote for Manny, and it's why, guys who actually failed drug tests or got indicted. No, did Bonds get indicted?
Yeah, he was indicted.
But he just got, whatever it was, acquitted this summer. I don't know. I would have hated for Piazza to have not made it because of maybe he did steroids. And that's why I said it's it was such a big deal that the writers put their huge egos aside, that they, instead of, were like, oh, we got to stand on this principle that nobody in this era is getting in unless we know they're clean. They can push that aside and be like, you know what? He probably didn't do it. He might have done it. And he's the best hitting. He's the best. He's one of the best at his position of all time. And you can't argue with that. And you have to put a guy in the Hall of Fame like that. I mean, I think you're forced to. If you don't vote for him, you're looking for reasons not to vote for him.
Nobody was clean in that time, though. So, I mean, you know what, writers? Have you ever used the thesaurus before in a story you were writing? Yeah. Okay. So now you're juicing up. You're juicing up now.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
And all of you have done it. So none of you are pure. Just like none of the baseball players of that era were pure.
Exactly.
Just like what Babe Ruth probably gambled on games.
Everybody
probably did.
They absolutely did. They were making like $500 a year.
Games.
Yeah, and they were making like $500 a year. They all put it on black.
I mean, like, that's just the way baseball has been in this country, and that's why it's America's pastime, because it's heavily tied to vices of this country.
Yep.
Which we embrace, and that's why baseball is the greatest game ever.
Are you pissed that Ken Griffey Jr. didn't get 100%?
I could care less.
I kind of think he should have, only for the reason that he was the closest to a guy who we knew was a clean player. Probably knew was a clean player his whole career, just because he got hurt so much. Like, a guy who's taking steroids wouldn't get hurt that much.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, we were talking about this yesterday. Like, I vaguely remember Griffey on the Mariners, if I do at all. And then, like, on the Reds, he was, like, good, but he wasn't fantastic. He wasn't the kid, you know? He wasn't, like, I think he's more for that, you know,
that
like
90s,
late 20s to late 30s kind of.
Exactly.
Kind of baseball fan, and that's not us. Like, I don't.
They were talking about it all yesterday. They're saying all those stupid pundits on MLB Network. Ken Griffey Jr. in the early to mid 90s is what, like, I guess a baseball version of what we get with Bryce Harper and Mike Trout, just without like the swagger and without the excitement, you know, like.
No, I would say that Griffey played with the swagger and the excitement.
No, yeah, I'm
wearing my hat like this today in honor of Ken Griffey.
No, I'm saying
I'm a historian. I respect the game.
Griffey brought the swagger and the excitement. Mike Trout does not. Mike Trout is as boring as you can get, but he's really good at baseball. Bryce Harper, I kind of like Bryce Harper's swag. The way he tries to choke out other members of his team, I think that's pretty cool. But nobody's like Griffey in the way that they make the game exciting, I guess. Who do we have like that in our Matt Harvey? Like, that's it. Like, I don't know. There's no baseball.
Yeah, but that's why those players are so loved.
Exactly.
Because they bring something else other than an awesome stat sheet and W's. When they bring something that like fans can connect with, that's why Ken Griffey Jr. is an immortal for that generation. And he's even immortal for us, too.
Speaking of immortals for a generation, I'm going to do a sweet segue here. Tom Coughlin walked away from the Giants after 12 years manning the sidelines in New Jersey. Chris, I mean...
Yeah.
That was your guy. That was your guy. Go ahead. I'll give you the floor.
I mean, Tom Coughlin is the only head football coach of the New York Giants I've ever known. Really, because I was 7 or 8 when he was hired. Honestly, like, the Monday, Tuesday was heart-wrenching. I couldn't stand it. It was because I knew it was coming, and it was very painful to like know that it's coming. So, you know, I've always thought of Tom Coughlin as like maybe my long-lost great uncle, and there's nothing I like ever wanted more in my life than to like have him yell at me or something.
Like that discipline would really just one discipline from Tom Coughlin would set you straight. Yeah,
I would be like the straightest cut kid of all time. But it's honestly almost like losing a member of your family. And what he did, I mean, you heard it over and over again on ESPN this week, but it actually is remarkable. You heard it from former players and the analysts was like how he is this disciplinarian, curmudgeon, tough guy, old school. And then once he started changing his ways, he won 2 Super Bowls against Bill Belichick and cemented himself as probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest coach, one of the greatest coaches in New York Giants history, and probably a top 10 football coach of all time.
I would pump the brakes on top 10 of all time. I'll give you the Hall of Fame argument, but I'll give you that.
He's a no doubt Hall of Fame.
But I'm not giving you a top 10 coach of all time because he never won any playoff games other than the 2 years he won a Super Bowl. And I think
rings are the only thing that matters, Owen. Rings are the only thing that matters. But you wouldn't know that as a Jet fan anyway. So,
all right. Well, who is your guy? Who's your next guy?
I was making this argument that they're no guy.
You want no head coach.
Strictly coordinators. And if you need to challenge something, somebody in the booth, just grab it and tell somebody to throw a flag down there.
You just have it's more of a democracy without a president. Just the House and Senate. Just because that would work.
Well, like a working House and Senate, not like our current one, but
because I could see if McAdoo gets the job, I could see that pretty much being because he knows nothing about defense.
That would be they would obviously keep Spags on as a D cord, and that would be the smoothest transition. Absolutely. I think the only thing that would change for the Giants is that they would obviously have to hire a new offensive coordinator, even though it's going to be McAdoo calling plays still.
Yeah,
I think that I honestly do think that he's going to be the head coach because that's what Eli wants. The Giants are going to honor Eli with his, for the final stretch of his career. I don't think he should be the head coach. I don't think he's qualified. He's spent 2 years as a coordinator. Before that, his only pedigree was quarterbacks coach for Aaron Rodgers, who's really freaking good at football. So I don't understand it's not like he deserves any credit there. I think it would be a mistake. I can't really trust that mustache, but I think it's what Eli wants, and I love Eli Manning like a brother. So I'll let him have this one. And I think it will be McAdoo just because I don't really see anybody else that's suitable enough in which the offense doesn't undergo its third reconstruction and Eli's set back once again.
Who's your wild card candidate? Who's your guy you bring out of the blue and who's your wild card candidate?
Lovie Smith.
Love it. All right.
Got a text from my brother last night saying, "Give me Lovie."
Let's see. The Jets. I just don't want to talk about it.
Let's talk about it though.
Jets killed me on Sunday. A little piece of me died inside.
What was it? I just want to know what your emotions were when he caught. When Tompkins almost caught it?
You know what my emotions were. I think you just want me to describe it. All right. So after Ryan Fitzpatrick threw his second interception of the fourth quarter, and everybody's like, the game's over. The Jets have 2 timeouts, and it's the Bills, so they're not going to convert a first down. So I'm like, no, the Jets are getting the ball back. The Jets get the ball back, 40 seconds left. They complete one pass, something. Then Ryan Fitzpatrick throws one of the most beautiful thrown balls I've ever seen in my life. Right into the hands of Kembrell Tompkins, who loses it as the safety comes over and throws it up. And he's backpedaling, and it looks like it's gonna fall into his arms, and there's nobody in the open field. And I jump up from my chair, and then the ball fell to the ground, and then I fell to the ground, and then I I died. I think you said it. You said I'm legitimately scared for Owen. You had nobody heard from me. I just walked up.
You did. I don't think you tweeted all game,
I didn't tweet. I didn't tweet all game.
which was remarkable.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I just from the start of the game to the finish. Well, for the start of the game, I was returning our tap, but yeah, it was just rough, and and I wrote a blog about it. I don't see next year being better than this year. We had a chance because we had the two easiest divisions in football. We had the easiest schedule in football, and 10-6 is nice, but with that schedule, you should go 10-6. And the Jets were an 8-8 team that got the 2-game bump from their schedule. I think next year there'll be another 8-8 team, but they'll probably go 6-10 because of their schedule, because they're playing the NFC West and the AFC North, I think.
Yeah.
Unless, I don't know, they make some really big acquisitions, fix up their offensive line needs fixing fast. I want Chris Ivory is probably gone. I like Ivory, but he's not a feature back next year. You can see him breaking down. I want Ezekiel Elliott. That's who I want. I want Ezekiel Elliott. I want a right tackle, and I want a left guard on offense. I want Cromartie gone. For some reason, we have to keep Revis, even though Revis is trash now. Screen's pretty good. Wilkerson's probably gone. Actually, no, they're probably going to franchise tag him. I didn't think of that when I was writing the blog. Yeah, so, I mean, they're bound. They're forever mediocre. Mediocrity. Forever mediocre.
Forever mediocre. There it is. You are so mediocre, you say the word mediocre mediocrely.
Mediocre. Yeah, so that's the state of New York football. Let's move on to something a little more uplifting. The state of New York basketball, not counting the Nets, because they're not a real New York.
They're not a real New York basketball team. But
the Knicks are, and the Knicks are good now.
All right, slow your roll.
They have 18 wins. They're pretty good.
They have more. That's one more win than they had all of last year.
Exactly. So
and I'll tell you, it's for one reason and one reason only. A young man by the name of Kristaps Porzingis.
That guy, he came, and it really is. I mean, yes, but Melo's having a better year than he had last year, and because he's not hurt. They got some free agents that are working out, and Jerry and Grant's again good, but it's all because of Porzingis. He brought the energy. He brings the fire every night. He lights up. He drives defenses crazy. There's nobody to match up with him. You can't guard him outside and inside, because then when you do, he just comes in and he stuffs it in your face. And it's awesome. It's awesome. I haven't enjoyed watching the Knicks since they went to the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Knicks are fun to watch again. Even if they're not one of the best teams in the East, you can see they're getting there, and they're fun to watch. They really are. Chris, any takes?
You kind of hit the nail on the head there. I'll get a little more technical with the fact that I am a big fan of Aaron Aflalo. Love the way Lance Thomas is playing. Those guys have been big. I think Derek Fisher's kind of coming into his own with his rotation, figuring it out. By the way, Derek Fisher, I know that he's like the head coach of the Knicks, but every time I see him as like on TV as the head coach of the Knicks, I'm like, Derek Fisher is the head coach of the Knicks. That's bizarre.
He just looks like an injured player who's like, he's just waiting.
Like, what are you doing there, Derek Fisher? Stop it.
And like everybody just starts circling around him. He's like, what's going on? Like, he shouldn't be. I don't think he shouldn't be the head coach. But I hate those weird hires. Like, I hated the Jason Kidd hire. I hated this hire. Whatever. He's an all right head coach. He's mediocre. I still would have rather had Steve Kerr for last year. I guess what the frick is wrong with Steve Kerr? Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's just
low-key not coaching the Warriors. He must have done something like really bad to his back.
He is mail timing it to the max.
Is he like paralyzed or something? Watch him like come back for the playoffs and just like win his second chip in a row. They've lost 2 games.
That's insane. All right. Talking about the newest great team in New York, the Rangers. They're back. Beat the
Are they
Stars.
great again? I don't know if they're great again.
They dominated the Stars last night. 2 nights ago. Last night?
2 nights ago.
I don't know. It's this whole winter break is just throwing my mind into a blend. But yeah, then the Rangers. This is what I've been saying. As the calendar turned to 2016. They see, the Stanley Cup's in 2016. Maybe we start making some moves. They're gonna start getting it together. They got, Zuccarello is having the season of his career. Nash is gonna he's gonna get hot at some point because Rick Nash is always so hot right now. The Rangers, the young guys they're getting better. Oscar Lindbergh has been a huge surprise this year that, nobody saw coming really. And, the defense has been touch and go, but talent-wise, they're one of the best defenses in the NHL if they can figure it out. They need to get healthy. I think I am totally content. I am fine with where the Rangers are. I was a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. About a week or 2 ago, Grover, Steve was chirping me a little bit, but I'm calm now. I'm not hitting the panic button. I'll wait to see where we are, and I'll check back after the All-Star break. And I think we're doing fine. Yeah. So
I'm an awful Rangers fan. I kind of just wait until the playoffs, and then it's full gear.
Well, but that's my point. You
can't worry about these small things. Like life's too short to worry.
Exactly. When we know
they're going to be in the playoffs anyway.
Exactly.
And then they'll go on the run because they have the best goaltender in the world.
Exactly. And he showed that when he wants to, he can turn it on. So I am totally fine.
I'm totally okay with Henrik not being at his A game right now because he's saving it.
Exactly.
He peaked too early last year.
Oh yeah, and he got hurt. That's what happened.
Then he saved a little bit of it for the first 2 rounds of the playoffs.
And then he just ran out of gas.
He saved the Cap series.
Exactly.
In the semis, but he had nothing left for the ECF.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So now we're gonna move on to something we've never done before. We're gonna venture into TV because why not? We both watch TV. We both like TV. And we've got the
You are 100% more of a TV and movie buff than I am, though. So this isn't really my element. This is more you, but I'll contribute my best.
It is. That's true. That is true. I right now I have It's Always Sunny on in the background. I'm not even on sound. It's just playing silently, and I know the words, so I'm just kind of watching episodes. But yeah, we got the Golden Globes coming up, so we're gonna do those predictions. But first, we're gonna talk about our favorite shows of 2015. So Chris, what was your favorite show of 2015? Number 1.
Oh. What I watched, or what came out in 2015?
Of what you watched. All
right, I did a lot of cool. I actually got it into the Netflix machine this year, which was nice. And I did Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Classic.
You finally did Breaking Bad.
Instant classic. I did I religiously watch Veep.
Veep, fantastic show.
I love Veep. I'm a religious follower of House of Cards.
Yes.
Which we'll talk about. I did Bloodline, which was awesome.
That's fantastic. You're getting all these right. These are all right answers.
I did Always Sunny. I went seasons 1 through 10.
That must have been a great year.
It was an awesome year. And then I also did Master of None.
Fantastic, very underrated.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. We'll talk about that.
Oh, okay.
And I did Wet Hot American Summer a few times. Me and my roommates did Wet Hot American Summer.
That is such a funny show.
That was awesome.
I loved that show. Paul, just the cast alone is unbelievable.
What else? I actually got into some other like personal like sappy things I did. I had watched Scandal before, so I had a season to catch up on that. Did that. I got into Madam's Secretary.
Really?
With what's her name, like Tia Leone or something?
The CBS show? Oh wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't peg you for a Madam Secretary guy.
I like it a lot. I just finished season 1 yesterday.
Okay.
That's off the top of my head. That's all I got. This is very boring because I'm just naming TV shows I got. I'm looking forward to talking about them now.
All right. I won't go through every TV show I watched this year because then we'd just be here forever. I'll go my top 3 favorite of the year. Actually, do you want to do Golden Globe predictions first? Then we'll go.
No. You already started this. You started.
All right, we started this. Okay, so I guess my favorite of the year. I'm gonna say Narcos was my number 1. Loved it. I finished it. Let's see, it's 10 episodes, so that's probably about 10 hours. I did it in about probably 12. I did take a break probably to eat or something. I'm a little upset about myself a little bit about that.
I watched episode 1, and I don't know why I just stopped, but I didn't finish it.
Okay. I would feel because of your, connection.
My ethnicity?
Your ethnicity.
This does not mean I need to watch a show about Colombian drug lords.
I loved Bloodline. I would say, I don't know, is that going to go in
that show was awesome.
I'm going to go for that as number 3. That's going to close out my top 3. So number 2, what was number? Oops, that doesn't look good. Let's see.
Dude, are kids like screaming at your house right now?
Yeah, little kids. Jude's having a little play date. Can you hear it? Like really easy.
It's messing up our production, man.
It's messing up our production. Let's see. Oh God, there's so many good shows. I'm running through. Oh, Game of Thrones. Absolutely Game of Thrones. I forgot about it. Yeah.
Speaking of HBO, I did Ballers.
Ballers was a fantastic show. I thought that was going to be like such a terrible, terrible thing.
No, I knew it was going to be cool.
I
Rock.
talk about it as
The Rock.
It's the entourage of like the NFL, kind of.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, so 2015 was a great year for TV. We saw, not just us, because, we can only watch so much TV as college students. But
there's like so much other stuff. Like I heard like The Affair was great. Ray Donovan.
Yeah. My mom watches Ray Donovan. She's in love with Ray Donovan. Like I think she's like legit in love with Ray Donovan. But yeah, it was a great year in TV. So Golden Globes coming up. I love awards shows. I don't know. I don't like any of the red carpet stuff. I hate all the fake like on stage stuff. I just love awards because I'm such a competitive person. I just love people. I love seeing people win. I love predicting things. I love doing all that. I love seeing Leo cry when he doesn't get an Oscar. I think it's hysterical. So without further ado, 1 Minute Sports does their first ever Golden Globes television predictions. We'll start it out. We'll go from bottom up.
Wait, we're doing Golden Globes?
Yeah. Did you only have Emmys?
Yeah, I had Emmys lined up. All right, hang on.
Dude, they already did the Emmys. That was in September. I'll read off the nominees to you.
No. Let me look them up here. Let me be cooler. All right, go.
All right.
Start.
Performance by an actor in a supporting role in a series, limited series, or motion picture made for television. Ben Mendelsohn, Bloodline. Christian Slater, Mr. Robot. Tobias Menzies, Outlander.
Dude, why are you reading them? I told you just to do it.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to read all of them.
No, I literally told you not to.
Oh, okay. All right, so who you got for best?
Are we doing just TV?
Yeah, we're doing just TV. Unless you want to do movies. You want to do movies?
No, I haven't seen. I don't watch movies anymore, man.
All right. Yeah, we'll do movies before the Oscars. I'll get Colin on here. We'll do some movies. Who do you got for supporting actor?
I'm trying to find it.
So
But no. If I did have to pick a supporting actor, it would be it would be the guy from
Bloodline,
Bloodline.
the brother.
Absolutely. Yeah,
what was
he
his
was
name
awesome.
again? What was his name in it again? It was
Danny.
Danny. He was awesome. It was just like you the first half of the season you just wanted to root for him so bad. And then
I was like, oh my god. Dude, that those last 3 or 4 episodes. I remember I think I spent I was living in KC. I spent a Saturday night and I just watched 5 episodes in a row. The episodes were long too. They're a full hour.
Yeah, those are long episodes. They say those are an hour each. You don't get gypped on that hour. I think Christian Slater could also win that. I watched Mr. Robot. That was an unbelievably well done show. Christian Slater was great as Mr. Robot, but
I never watched it.
You really should. It was 10 episodes. I actually never saw the finale, so I see 9 to 10 episodes. I always do that, and I just don't want the series to end, so I don't watch the finale. But other than that, it was a fantastic season, and so I think he could win that too. We're gonna skip Best Actress or Best Supporting Actress because I don't know any of these shows.
We can't just skip. Put your bet down.
All right, my bet is gonna go on. I'm gonna say let's see, Maura Tierney from The Affair. I think
that's a solid pick, I'm sure. But I'm going Uzo Aduba in Orange is the New Black.
Orange is the New Black.
I've never watched it.
Never watched it. You hear good things though.
Hear good things.
Judith Light from Transparent. I know Transparent is a big critics hit. It's about the transgender person, but that's with Jeffrey Tambor from Arrested Development, which leads us to our next category: Best Performance by an Actor in a Television Series, Musical, or Comedy. Who you got for this category?
By an actor?
By an actor in a television series, musical, or comedy.
Dude, I'm looking at the wrong thing. All right, read them off.
All right. Aziz Ansari, Master of None. Gail Garcia Bernal, Mozart in the Jungle. Rob Lowe, The Grinder. Jeffrey Tambor, Transparent. Patrick Stewart, Blunt Talk.
I'd go Aziz.
You gotta go. I mean, it's the only one I've seen, so
I guess I have to. I have no choice.
I like Aziz, but I think Jeffrey Tambor won last year for this, and I think he's probably going to win again because transgender was really big in 2015. So I think he's going to win that. All right. I mean, it's not a bad bet. That's where I'm putting my money. All right. Best performance by an actress in a television series, musical, or comedy. You want me to read these off too?
No, I got them.
You got them?
Yeah.
All right. Who do you got for actress?
I got Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Veep.
My girl. The GOAT. The GOAT.
That is, honestly, that show this season was, some of the funniest television I think I've ever watched.
It really was.
It was hilarious. Was this season 3? Or was it season 4? Might have been season 4.
4.
Yeah. And the dude, who's the black guy? What's his name?
Oh my God, he was so funny.
Every time he opened his mouth, I started crying because he said the funniest thing every time.
Oh God, it was. I wish there were only 8 episodes each season. Oh, that show.
Yeah, there's not enough. They're only a half hour.
Yeah, that was such a great show. Such a great show. Definitely Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I don't see anybody else in this category who could even touch her. All right, so let's go to best performance by an actor in a television series, drama. You got these?
I got it. We're good.
Okay. Who do you got?
Well, I've seen effectively zero of these shows. I've seen a little bit of Mad Men.
You've never seen any of these shows?
No.
Wow, dude, you got to start watching TV, man.
I'm gonna this category was dominated by Bryan Cranston for so long though
Yeah.
that I'm gonna obviously now that the floodgates are open. I think this should have been Kevin Spacey's award a time or two.
But House of Cards.
But season 3 wasn't good.
Oh,
And I'm the biggest House of Cards fan out there. Like season 1 changed my life.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And season 2 was still good.
Season 3 was so bad.
Awful.
Okay, so who you got?
I'm gonna go John Hamm, Mad Men.
Yeah, I think that's the safe bet. It was the last season of Mad Men. The same way they gave it to Bryan Cranston last year for his victory lap. I think who deserves it most? I think Wagner Moura, the guy who played Pablo Escobar. As we saw, Vincent Chase in Entourage struggled in his interpretation of playing Pablo Escobar. So we know it's very tough for even the best actors to play Pablo Escobar. And so just for that alone, Wagner Moura would get my vote. But if I have to place a bet, it's going to go on John Hamm. Best performance by an actress in a television series drama. You got these, or do I have to read these?
No, I got them. I'm going Robin Wright, House of Cards. Just because, even though the show struggled, she still brought her A game every episode.
Yeah, she was great.
She carries the show these days.
She really did. And that's almost what I think the argument would be against her for this season, was that she carried this season, and the season still kind of sucked. So, I'm going.
Yeah, but she's not supposed to carry the season.
It's supposed to be both.
Spacey's supposed to carry the season.
Kevin Spacey's supposed to carry the season. He's the GOAT. But I'm gonna go with Viola Davis, How to Get Away with Murder.
That's a good pick too. I heard that was a nice show.
I don't know why. I like Viola Davis. I've never seen anything I don't think she's been in, but I've seen her at the Oscars 15 times. So I'm going Viola Davis. I hope next year I get to pick Robin Wright after the last season of House of Cards. I think season 4 is going to sweep. I do. But let's see. Best performance by an actor in a limited series or motion picture made for television. I didn't see any of these, but
skip that.
I'm going to go, I guess, Patrick Wilson, Fargo, because I guess everybody said Fargo was really good.
All right, let's go. Best television series, drama, comedy.
Okay. Where is it? Best television series, drama. Well, let's go comedy, because comedy sucked. Best television series, comedy. Who do you got? Casual, Mozart in the Jungle, Orange is the New Black, Silicon Valley, or Transparent?
Wait, Veep's not up?
Wait, why isn't Veep there? Veep is up.
No, it should be there. I had it on my list before.
Yeah, Veep is up there. I don't know.
Yeah, I have it here. Best television series, musical or comedy. I've got Veep. I'm going Veep.
Yeah. I loved Silicon Valley. Season 1 was fantastic. Season 2 was almost as good, and it was still hilarious. I think everybody should watch Silicon Valley if they can. Transparent. Again, like I said, don't bet against transgenders. They rocked 2015. But I'm going to go Veep because that was easily the funniest show of 2015, other than It's Always Sunny. Even actually, season 10 was kind of meh. So, yeah, Veep was the best show.
You didn't think season 10 was good of Always Sunny?
It wasn't as good as seasons 1 through 9. And last night's episode didn't really live up to what I thought expectations were going to be.
Really? Wow. I think you just have extremely high expectations.
I know. I did. I think I did. All right. Best television series, drama. This is a loaded category.
No, this is Game of Thrones is one to lose, right? It's gotta be.
We got Game of Thrones, Mr. Robot, Narcos, Outlander, Empire. I mean,
I'm picking Game of Thrones. This is so dumb, though, Owen. Why'd you make me do this?
I got Game of Thrones.
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Because it's fun. Because it's better than what I would have been doing, which is like nothing. So, all right,
Jesus.
we just got our genius predictions.
All right, I do want to talk about
yeah.
Master of None though, because I have an unpopular opinion, I guess, that I didn't think it was that good. I thought it was overrated. Everybody was like, "This is the best show ever." It's so relatable.
No, it's not the best show ever. It's a funny show
It was
for the
funny.
times.
It was like cute, but like I haven't really experienced any of the things that were going on in there yet. Maybe because I'm immature. Maybe because I'm not 30. But
yeah, that's probably true. But
so
I don't know.
I was like, all right, like yeah, this is funny, but
yeah,
it's not. It didn't live up to the hype.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I laughed a lot. I laughed a lot, but I didn't think it wasn't like quality laughter. It was just more like situational, awkward.
I was going to ask you what TV show you're most looking forward to in 2016, but I think the answer for both of us is House of Cards. So
yeah, oh, absolutely. But I'm gonna binge watch Making a Murderer, and I plan on finishing that by Saturday.
yes. I'm up to episode 5.
Because the state of Wisconsin needs me to defend it.
And right now, there's where I am in the episodes. There are 2 innocent people in jail, and are going to go to jail for life. And I need to do something about it. I need to watch Making a Murderer right now. So I think we need to end this podcast. Watch a lot of TV, watch a lot of sports, have fun with it. I think those are the lessons we learned in this podcast. For Baca and Odawg, a little more than 1 minute podcast, episode 2. We're out.